welcome back to my channel. So this is my entry video for the first ever Australian and New Zealand NYX Face Awards. I created this pink nymph elf fairy type creature, so if you'd like to know how I did it, then just keep on watching. So starting off by prepping the skin with primer, I'm going to be taking NYX Cosmetics Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. So now to create the flawless base, I'm just going to be taking my foundation and dotting that all over my skin. And then I'm going to be blending that out with my beauty blender. So next I'm just going to conceal underneath my under eyes, but halfway through doing this I realized that this was a really pointless step because I was going to be doing pink all over my eyes. As you can see at this moment I've realized I've made a mistake, but I'm just going to roll with it and blend it out anyway because I could not be bothered to take it off. So yeah, you really don't need to do this step. You can completely skip it as we're going to be adding pink all around it anyway, but if you want to, you can go right ahead and do it. Just picking up my face powder and a large fluffy brush, I'm just going to be setting all of my foundation so everything is seamless and there's no creases and we've got a really good canvas to work on. Next, just taking my bronzer and my big bronzing brush, I'm just going to chisel out the cheeks, the top of the head and everywhere else that needs to be bronzed just to really shape and contour the face. Just picking up a pink blush and another big fluffy brush and just going to pop that on the apples of my cheek just to warm it all up and add the pinkness in because we're going to be putting pink all over the eye as well, so it'll all tie together. Now just picking up my NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Sunbeam, and I'm just going to pop that on the high points of my face to give it a nice glow. Okay, now for the really fun part. I've just taken a pink cream paint and I'm just going to literally run that all around my eye, just creating a big circle. And I'm just using a fluffy brush here. So when you get to the edges, you just really want to feather it out so you don't have any harsh lines. You want it kind of just to blend out into your foundation. So just keep going around and making the shape until you're happy with it. Then I'm just going to take a hot pink eyeshadow and I'm just going to run that through the socket of the eye just to create a little bit of dimension and also to set the eyelid so that it doesn't crease because cream paints do tend to crease. I'm then taking a light pink foiled eyeshadow and just running that through the front just to add a little bit of shimmer. Next, just taking my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and I'm just going to run that through the waterline just to open up the eyes a little bit more. Okay, so now for the glitter part of the eye, I'm actually just using Vaseline and just tapping that all around my eye on the pink area, just because Vaseline's a really easy way to just stick glitter on because it holds really well. But if you do have a mixing medium or a glitter glue, you can totally use that as well, but if not, Vaseline works just fine. So I'm just picking up any type of random glitter that I have and just pretty much sticking that all around the eye until I'm happy with it. So I think I started off with more of a white glitter and then I wanted one with a little bit more color in it so it would pop. So I'm just adding that all around onto either eye until I'm really happy with what it looks like. Picking up NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Pink Lust, I'm just going to be dotting that in little areas all around the eye just to add a little bit of color. So if you don't have paints or anything, that's fine. You can totally just use liquid lipstick like what I'm doing. It works just as well for little fun looks like this. So I'm just using my finger and just patting it all out to blend it, just because I didn't want the look of just dots. I wanted it to be a little bit more smudged. So I'm just adding that into heaps of different areas all around the eye. So doing the same thing again, but this time I've just picked up a light lilac liquid lipstick and just dotting around, pretty much around where I put the pink liquid lipstick. Taking NYX's white liquid liner, I'm now just dotting around those same areas. So because this liner has a really fine tip, I just wanted to do heaps of little dots just to break it up and to add a little bit of, I don't know, something, you know? Okay, so now I'm just picking up lash glue and I'm just dotting that around the eye in certain areas, and on top I'm just sticking on some sequins and some little craft flowers and just stuff that I got in a packet that was in my drawer, and I'm just sticking that all around until I'm happy with how everything is looking. So this is like the easy part. You can pretty much use whatever you want, whatever you just have laying around at home. It really doesn't matter with creative looks like this. Kind of the more random stuff you stick on, the better it ends up turning out. So pretty much anything you have at home, just stick it on and I bet you can create something really, really awesome. Now just taking NYX Glam Liner in the silver color, I just thought I wanted a little bit more of a pop in the inner corner, so I'm just running that through the front of the eye just to add a little bit more sparkle and a little bit more dimension to the look. Just doing a coat of mascara and doing some really awesome faces in the meantime. I love mascara faces, aren't they great? Just taking a pair of really big false lashes and just sticking them on. This is what like really tied the look together, I feel. Like it really just made my eyes look really big and really tie in with all the rest of the craziness that was going on around my eyes. And then just giving the bottom lashes a little bit of a coat with mascara as well. Okay, so now I'm just taking some little diamantes and I was just sticking 3 underneath my eye. So just 3 little diamantes, sticking that on with some lash glue. And then I cut up a pair of old lashes that I had. So I just cut them up into little pieces and I'm just putting the sparse pieces in between where I put the diamantes, just to give it a little bit more of a fairy elf creature type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I thought the chest area was looking a little bit bare, so I just went back and grabbed that pink cream paint again. And I'm just running that along my collarbones there, and then I'm going to go in between the boobie area and then in that little neck crevice thing that we all have in there, you know what I mean? And then I'm just taking my fluffy brush and just blending that out so it's all smooth and seamless. Okay, so doing the same thing that we did on the eyes, I'm just picking up the Vaseline again and running that over everywhere where I put the cream paint. And then I'm just going to be picking up the same glitters and sequins and flowers and all of that and just adding that to those pink areas on the chest. Okay, so for the lips, I just grabbed a little bit of purple eyeshadow and ran that through the center of my lips. And then I picked up the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Black Cherry Tart and just putting that over where I put the purple shadow, just in the center, and then sort of blending it out. And then I go ahead and put a little bit of glitter on top of that just to tie the whole look together, seeing as we pretty much put glitter everywhere else, so why not put it on the lips as well. And And now all you have to do is fix your mess of a hair and put on your deer antlers and you are good to go. I hope you guys like this look. I had so much fun creating it. Please let me know what you thought down below, and hopefully I will see you all in the top 30 for the NYX Cosmetics Face Awards. Bye!